one of the things that was a challenge for me early on, and I think probably still is as an artist, is
Yeah.
when I do almost exclusively book covers. And to me, the art is always in service to the story,
Yeah.
right? So it's my art should adapt to the nature of that book. And that means that you don't get the same style on every book. You get the style, I adapt my style to what works well for that book, what tells that story the best. So I have you know, I have some that are like that emulate like the vintage horror paperback style. I have some
Yeah.
stories that transition more into that kind of. I do a lot of kind of surreal art. Sometimes if it represents the book well, I have some like crazy dark kind of splatterpunk stuff. I have, but it's all about what the story requires, and I think that's a little bit harder to see me as an artist when to me it's all about the book, and so, but I'm cool with that because there is nothing better in the world to have a job where I get to read amazing books and then pick all of my favorite bits, figure out what will represent the book well, and then create art that will help other people find this amazing book. It's just like I don't care if people see me in it. I want them to see the book. And 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 that's cool. I mean, I love it. I get commissions for people who say you get you capture the spirit of the book, and that's the whole goal, right?
Yeah.
You want people to know what they're getting into when they pick up your book.
Well, to drill down to that then, so for other people that are maybe looking to get into cover artists or people that are looking to find a great cover artist like yourself, what would you say makes a cover a great cover?
Oh, I think that there are just several key elements. The first thing is I believe I believe the cover artist should read the book
Yeah.
because you need to convey the style and tone of the book. And it is so much easier for me as an artist to come in with clear eyes like a reader because I am not the author who spent ages with their blood, sweat, and tears pouring into this book. I'm not
Yeah.
the editor that acquired it and fell in love with it. I come clear as a reader. And so it is much easier for me to read a book and say that's the thing that that encapsulates the core of this book. And people when they get if I take the essence of this and put it on the cover, when people get to that part, they're going to be like, oh yeah, this is the ride that I signed on for. And so the first part is about encapsulating the story, but there's also I have a really specific process, and I think that every book cover needs to read really well when it's tiny. So it needs to, the first time when you see it this big, it needs to be, uh, I know, I know what kind of book that is, even when it's really super tiny. And I need to be able to read the author's name and the title. Because if you can't read the author's name and the title, then you're missing a whole level of branding. When you click on it, it better not just be like, oh, now it's bigger, because that's just boring. It should be like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a thing I did not notice. And then they're going to read that book cover description. And when they read the book description, that book description better match that cover.
Right.
And if they have, and if it does, then they're much more likely to just click buy now, right? Or pick it, take it up to the register, because you've gotten them involved multiple times with the book before they've even broken the spine. And so it is so important to create that level of interaction for a book cover for a potential reader. That's how you get sales. And as much as I love the the artistic side of what I do, ultimately it's about the marketing, right? It's
Right.
about selling books for that author and publisher. And so it's all those things have to come to bear, or else you're missing opportunities.